the world-class footballer Cristiano Ronaldo has created a YouTube channel. In fact, he's now a YouTuber, just like you and I. The important thing is that this YouTube channel, You Are Cristiano, has some legal concerns that must be addressed. And you know how we do it on this channel. If it is not about legal issues, we don't talk about it. But as far as it concerns the law and it has to do with legal matters, we address it. So in this video, we discuss with you 5 important legal issues concerning the You Are Cristiano channel. I am Godwin Selassie Dakbo, and this is Make It Legal. Make it legal. I believe you are aware that the footballer, your favorite footballer, my favorite footballer, I mean, he's not so much my favorite as in favorite, because of course Messi is there, so why will I go and choose Cristiano as my favorite? So it's not so much of favorite, but he's a lot of us, our footballer. We like him, we admire him. He is such a great footballer the world has ever witnessed. We are excited about the kind of football he plays and what he has achieved as a footballer. Now, today is not so much about his football career, but we're talking about his YouTube channel. We're talking about You Are Cristiano. You've seen this channel, haven't you seen it? So as far as legal matters are concerned, whether you create a YouTube channel or not, whether you are a world-renowned footballer before you create that channel or not, there are important legal issues that must be addressed. And we are going to just delve into that right away. So what are some of the 5 important legal issues that I think may confront Cristiano Ronaldo's YouTube channel? In fact, I must admit from the very onset that there are indeed no issues with his channel, no legal issues. Nobody has an action against Cristiano with respect to his YouTube channel. He's doing great already. He has received a lot of recognition already worldwide. A lot of countries, creators and commentators are talking about him and how fast his YouTube channel has gained such level of influence in just few minutes. And so I think it's barely 2 weeks, but he's gotten over 54 million subscribers, and that is a big deal. And that is why it's important for us to talk about the legal implications of such a YouTube channel. What are those legal implications that we need to talk about? And I'm sharing 5 of those with you in this video. The goal is to ensure that, I mean, all of us who are rushing to watch his videos and excited about what he's doing, we also understand the legal implications of the channel as a YouTube channel that has a lot of subscribers, and that has a lot of subscribers and people who are subscribing, giving out their information, and are following and liking the content that he's creating. Number 1 among the 5 things I'm talking about is copyright issues. Now, like I said from the beginning, there are no issues with this channel. However, the channel is prone to copyright infringement issues in the near future. Why do I say so? As someone who operates with people's intellectual property, or who process or generate intellectual property, it's important you are aware that there are copyright requirements for all information, material, objects that we may use or that you may come across or that you may publish through your medium as a YouTuber. That is why it's important that we highlight the fact that Cristiano, of course, will make use of a lot of other videos, music in his video. He may play a background music, a song, or some other videos can be used by him to publish on his website or to create his content. Now, in creating some of those content, if he uses information from others and those information are copyrighted information or they are intellectual properties of others which is subject to copyright protection, legal actions can be brought against him for operating the channel with such copyrighted information without a prior written consent. As we speak, there are no copyrighted information that he has used that people are seeking to have him retract it or that are seeking to sue him for it. But so far as he's creating content on YouTube, he's going to use information that may be copyrighted. And when they are copyrighted, the law requires that you obtain the necessary consent to publish them. And once the consent is granted, hey, you are free to use it. So that is the first thing that Cristiano Ronaldo needs to be aware of. And in fact, everyone else who is creating some content on YouTube or on any other social media platform needs to know that once you create a YouTube channel and use information or material from other persons, whether from videos of other people or from publications of other people or ideologies that other people have already created as an innovation of their kind, if you use some of those copyrighted materials without the consent of the author or the creator, you could be liable for breach of the rights of the person who is the creator or owner of that particular copyrighted or copyright protected material. It's important to know that. What is the second thing that we need to know about? The second thing that may come up as far as You Are Cristiano's YouTube channel is concerned is the issue of defamation. If Ronaldo uses words that are false and it tarnishes someone's image, business, brand, or company's reputation in any way, and that tarnishing of image or brand or reputation results in the damage to the business or to the person whose information or fact he published on his channel or he publishes on his channel, then he will be liable for actions in defamation. In fact, these protections are recognized by a lot of national laws, and there are also a lot of international laws that prevent the breaches or the infringement of these rights. So it's important we know that you cannot falsely communicate or publish an information on your YouTube channel to defame or to lower the reasonable reputation or image of a person before the public or before another person. If you do that, it is a breach of the person's right, and he has every claim against you, especially the claim for compensation for defamation. And that is important to note. Cristiano Ronaldo would have to also prepare for things like that and ensure that he does not communicate false information that defames or that affect other people's reputation or damage brand or business in any way. If that happens, then you have serious legal issues. That is the second legal issue I think we should know of. What is the third one that we all need to know? The third legal implication that You Are Cristiano may confront is the issue of privacy concerns. Now, why the issue of privacy? In fact, as a matter of fact, we all receive personal data of other subscribers who subscribe to our YouTube channel. Some of this personal data may be either telephone numbers or email addresses. We cannot disclose them to third parties without the consent of such persons. So if by reason of this YouTube channel, Cristiano is able to have access to some personal data from other persons, he will be expected by the law to keep it as private and as confidential. If he releases them to the public in the name of creating content without the requisite consent or the authorization of the owners, he'll be liable to be sued in court for breach of privacy of the persons who are the owners of the personal data. That is a very important thing to know, and it's a legal concern. The fourth important legal issue that the You Are Cristiano's YouTube channel must comply with is the requirement that every video he publishes on the YouTube channel must conform to the commercial sponsorship or affiliate disclosures requirement of YouTube. He is expected to disclose whether or not a particular video he's publishing or he has published has some affiliation with any sponsor or has some commercial packages that sponsored it. If it has not disclosed that, it will be contrary to YouTube's regulations, and that is a very important legal issue that he needs to know. In fact, he has a huge following, about 54 million, more than a lot of countries' population. So what it means is that if he even sits and carries the logo of your company, he's doing a lot of publication for that logo to over 50 million people in the world. And that can be some sort of affiliation he has with the brand, an affiliation for which the brand or the company pays him money to just hold the brand of that company. So holding the logo of that company or the company's identity may have to be disclosed in the video that he's publishing. That is very important legal concern. In fact, YouTube has a lot of policies and guidelines that must be complied with. Even by Ronaldo, he must also comply with those regulations. We have the community guidelines, so his videos must comply with the community guidelines, no matter who he is. He's a person of influence, but that does not exempt him from complying with the community guidelines that are put together by YouTube for all content created on the channel. Then there is also the sponsorship and merchandise policy that's every creator must comply with. It's also another important policy that would have some impact on his channel as a creator. We also have the branded content policy. That is also another policy created by YouTube to regulate branded contents on their platform. So if Cristiano Ronaldo brands a content or publish a content which is a branded content, he's required to comply with the requirements of that policy if the channel is to not have any legal implications or any issues at all. Then there is also the important requirements of affiliate marketing policy. Of course, there's also another YouTube policy that must be complied with. So, I mean, all I'm trying to say is that all these policies that I'm mentioning in the guidelines that are generated by YouTube must also be complied with by Cristiano's YouTube channel, regardless of how fast he has gotten subscribership or not. he must comply with them. If it does not comply with them, there'll be legal issues that will affect the channel. The legal issues that could affect his channel if certain steps are not taken, or if some of these information are not heeded to the guidelines, the policies would have issues. I know that you have serious legal team and social media expert advising him, or who has already advised him before he set out to do this. So he'll be aware of all of these. But it's important for you who is watching and was not there to be advised. The last but not the least is content moderation. In fact, as soon as the content is published out there, people will be running comments on it, people will be talking about it and saying all kinds of things. It is important that his content managers monitor the content that is published on the channel, as well as the interaction that follow those content. That is very important, because if they go contrary to the term of use of the YouTube channel, there'll be legal implications, and that is important. These are the 5 legal issues that I think you all need to know about as far as Cristiano's channel is concerned. And the channel, once again, is You Are Cristiano. And like he always say, he says subscribe, but I'm not using his word subscribe, but go ahead and subscribe to my channel, and make sure you like this video and share with someone. I'm Godwin Selassie Dakbo, and this is Make It Legal. Make it legal.